Now it's time for the one-off event where strategy has been key all day. It's time for our IAME Cadet final. And for round 6, the winner takes home £1,000. Rolling start formation for these guys. Aidan Hassan and Jack Buckley look to be on the front row. Behind them will be Mason Rudman, and I think probably either Jackson or Jackson. So we will see. So there we go. That was. I've never had a finish like that on any commentary I've done ever. And thank you, James, for your slow-mos. Absolutely spot on, sir. Spot on. Right, now we go racing in the IAME Cadet final. And Hassan has got the whole shot, has got the lead going into turn number 1. £1,000 up for grabs here, as well as the top step of the podium. Oh, and also Oakley Keatley down at the back end of the field. Had 2 wheels on the grass, though. Oh, we've had a flip! We've had a flip towards the top of the hill here at GYG. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay, we're going to just cut the audio for a moment. And we'll just keep an eye on the driver that's just flipped over at the top of the hill. So bear with us a moment. Medical teams are now approaching. Medical team now going to the site of the accident. Will be back online, both on audio and visual very shortly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience during the red flag stoppage. We've seen that Oakley Keatley is okay. He's all right. Bit of a nasty accident, I must admit, but the main thing is that he is okay. So we will now be getting the racing back underway here for the IAME Cadet final. We'll have a look at the replay a little bit later on because we've got to get underway with the racing. We are now behind schedule by another, I think, 15-20 minutes, so we want to get the racing action completed as soon as possible. So, they're now into formation. It is rolling start once again for the IAME Cadets. £1,000 prize on offer for the winner of round 6 of the championship. So, front row, pole position, Aidan Hassan, Jack Buckley alongside him on the front row. We now go green for the second time of asking. Into turn 1 they go. Rossendale's Mason Rudman right on the back bumper of Hassan, who is sternly defending from both Rudman and Buckley going up the hill. Thank you, Anthea. He is okay. Don't worry, he is okay. We just want to concentrate on the racing action as Mason Rudman gets past Jack Buckley for second position. So it's O-Plate champion versus current championship leader. We have just over 9.5 minutes in this particular race to go, plus an additional lap, as it is side by side nearly between Rudman and Hassan. And I know for a fact that Aidan is good friends with Oakley Keatley and is actually his teammate, and I'm sure that he wants to do his absolute best to make sure that he wins it, and I'm sure that when I speak to him a little bit later on that he'll dedicate it to Oakley. Oakley is all okay. Aidan's mum Gemma has gone down and have a chat with him. In the meantime, Mason Rudman's now taken the lead. Jack Buckley is also looming large and has also gone up the inside of Hassan to take second place. We've now got Leo Jackson being hounded by Jack Sant. That's 4th and 5th position in this IAME Cadet final. So, and Hassan is trying to go up the inside, retakes second, back from Buckley. Nice work by the O-Plate champion from Milton Keynes. And he's looming large on the back bumper of Mason Rudman from Rossendale. It's going to be one of those exciting battles. We're going to be on tenterhooks for the next 8 minutes, 48 seconds, plus an additional lap all the way through this IAME Cadet final here at GYG. Aidan Hassan has a quick look over his left shoulder to see where Jack Buckley is, but watch out for Leo Jackson. He's also there waiting in the wings. He's right on the back bumper of Buckley for third position. And Buckley is right there with the top three right now. And also you've got the likes of Jack Sant, AJ Arnold in there too, as Hassan is trying to force his way past cleanly on Rudman. And he's going for it. He's got the inside run. Is he going to take the lead? Yes, he does. Buckley is going with him. And look at that. Leo Jackson also goes through. So there we go. A huge change there within a third of a lap. Mason Rudman has now dropped down from first to fourth position. Mac, we're waiting for confirmation. I think it is Ollie Goodyear that won the last race, as Leo Jackson is going up the inside. Jack Buckley swoops round the outside of Aidan Hassan to take the lead. Mason Rudman's now up into second position. This is changing so quickly, I can't even keep up with it. So now Aidan Hassan is now in fourth position, Leo Jackson in third, Mason Rudman in second. Jack Buckley now leads the race with 7 minutes, 8 seconds plus an additional lap to go here at GYG for the IAME Cadets, as Aidan Hassan has a little bit of contact with Leo Jackson trying to go up the inside for third position. Meanwhile, AJ Arnold is also in there. Jack Sant is in there. So this battle is 7 carts fighting for £1,000 and the top step of the podium for round 6 of the championship. Mason Rudman goes and does the fastest lap of the race and goes up the inside of Buckley to take the lead. Is Jackson going to try and go with him? No, he doesn't. But Mason Rudman has set the fastest lap of the race, 51.82, and he takes the lead. So 6 minutes, 5 seconds, plus an additional lap to go in the IAME Cadet final. So it's still Rudman from Buckley, from Jackson, from Hassan. AJ Arnold now waiting in the wings. Hassan throws it up the inside and takes, there's a little bit of, I couldn't really catch that, went a bit sideways, getting past Leo Jackson for third position. So now it's about keeping it calm and composed. Let's just have a quick look here. Goes up the inside. Jackson tries to close the door, and he tags Buckley on the back bumper with the left front bumper of his car. So, and now there we go. Buckley's now down into third position. Hassan now back into striking distance of Mason Rudman with 5 minutes and 15 seconds, plus an additional lap to go here at GYG. It is still all to play for. It's not over yet by a long shot. We have just about 6 minutes to find out who's going to be our IAME Cadet winner, round 6 of the 2018 BKC Championship here in North Wales. And Hassan throws it in up the inside and takes the lead away convincingly from Mason Rudman. The O-Plate champion is doing his level best to keep in front of the field and has shown some great overtakes. Now all he's got to do is hang on to it. But Rudman is thinking of other ideas, nearly went up the inside. Buckley is side by side with the Rossendale youngster, gets past. Leo Jackson's also getting past as well. And Hassan goes ultra defensive, ultra quick as Buckley and Jackson go up the inside of Rudman there straight away. AJ Arnold in 5th, Jack Sant in 6th, George Davison yet again in the top 7. Who would have thought that this IAME Cadet final, despite obviously the red flag stoppage, would be so action-packed? So it is still all to play for. 4 minutes, 11 seconds, plus an additional lap to go here in the Cadet IAME final. Aidan Hassan still hanging on. He was just 0.09 of a second ahead of Buckley last time round. It's 0.37. And he's also done a 51.89. Jack Buckley did a 52 flat, as did Leo Jackson. AJ Arnold did a 51.9. Mason Rudman all the way down in 5th position. And it looks like, well, Buckley's retaken the lead from Hassan, and Jackson's waiting to pounce on the O-Plate champion. But Hassan is thinking of other ideas. He wants to get back past Buckley and retake the lead, but is having to go ultra defensive on Jackson as well. And look at that, right, yet again, Hassan just swoops on past up the inside of Jack Buckley to retake the lead with around 3 minutes and 25 seconds plus an additional lap to go. This is heart in your mouth, captivating racing all the way through from the word go when we restarted a few minutes. When we started about 6 or so minutes ago, Aidan Hassan is... oh, well, Jack Buckley's at it again. He's trying to go up the inside. And look at this. It's absolute pandemonium. 35. AJ Arnold swoops in. He's gone up from 5th to take the lead from Aidan Hassan. This is absolutely nail-biting stuff. Hassan and Buckley go up the inside of AJ Arnold to take the lead and 2nd, respectively. Who could have predicted this one? If you threw a Hollywood producer through a script, he'd laugh at you for it. It's actually happening in real time. Mason Rodman's trying to go up the inside of Leo Jackson. And AJ Arnold gets past Jack Buckley for 2nd position. My goodness me. I cannot believe this is happening right before our very eyes. Aidan Hassan is just 2 minutes plus an additional lap away. Aidan, keep looking forward. Don't look back. You need to keep looking forward. Worry about what the others are doing behind you when you get across the finish line. So Buckley 2nd. Jackson now 3rd. AJ Arnold in 4th. Well, it could still be 3rd. Mason Rudman. Oh, and Buckley's trying to force the issue with Hassan for the lead going into the infield section. But Hassan is still going very ultra defensive. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it composed, keep the right lines, not make any mistakes. As Rudman goes up the inside of AJ Arnold to take back 4th position. So with 1 minute, 50 seconds plus an additional lap to go, fastest lap of the race has gone to Aidan Hassan, who still has a comfortable lead for the minute. And it's gone up to 0.45 of a second. Buckley 2nd, Jackson 3rd. Rudman now charging back forward yet again. The Rossendale youngster is still trying it. Buckley's going for that outside move yet again. He's swooped past Hassan. Oh my goodness me! And it's more overtaking than I can actually count in this race. Rudman gets past Jackson, as does AJ Arnold, and here comes Jack Sant as well. 55 seconds on the clock, plus an additional lap. This is going to be an absolute heart stopper here at GYG for the IAME Cadet final here. But I tell you what, Buckley's not out of the woods yet. Look at Hassan, he's just absolutely nailed him. Perfectly precise by Aidan Hassan, the O-Plate champion. My goodness, 35 on the clock. They come around their final corner. This and an additional lap to decide who's going to be our £1,000 winner here. Round 6 of the BKC Championship. It's still all to play for. Jack Buckley still has a chance. Oh, and he's thinking Aidan Hassan just needs to go very ultra defensive. Very wise move there. But wait for it. AJ Arnold still wants a piece of the action. Gets past Buckley for 2nd position. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. Time's now expired. The next time we come across the start-finish line, it's going to be final lap. 1 more lap to go. 1,100 metres as Buckley gets round the outside of AJ Arnold. The pair clash. Rudman's up the inside of AJ Arnold there for 3rd position. So they come through the final sector for the penultimate time. It's still Aidan Hassan leading the field. Jack Buckley 2nd, Mason Rudman 3rd, AJ Arnold in 4th, Leo Jackson in 5th. Who is it going to be? Last lap, 1 more time around for IAME Cadets. Aidan Hassan still is keeping as Mason Rudman touches the rear wheel on the grass, trying to go past Jack Buckley, still in 3rd at the minute. As Leo Jackson is trying to force the issue, goes up the inside of AJ Arnold and gets past for 4th position. We're just over half a lap away. So let's keep our eyes and our heads, ladies and gentlemen, because they're going to be on stalks by the end of this race. Aidan Hassan still continues to lead. They're into the final sector of the race. Mason Rudman is now doing a last charge attack. He's got past Jack Buckley, couple of corners to go, and it's going to be round the final corner. Aidan Hassan takes the £1,000 prize here at round 6. Well done. And I have to say, that was an absolute barnstormer. Mason Rudman second, Jack Buckley third, Leo Jackson fourth, AJ Arnold in fifth, Jack Sant in sixth, George Davison on his IAME Cadet final debut, seventh place. Well done to the young lad from Bishop Stortford. Scott Riley eighth, Billy Patterson ninth, Jack Nettleship in 10th, and Charlotte Stanley rounding out the 11 strong finish.